Is this Egypt's most mysterious temple? The Osirion sits behind the temple of Seti the Faun in Abydos. But unlike the beautifully carved temple above it, the Osirion is mostly a ruin, sunken below ground level, consisting of massive granite pillars and chambers filled with water. It's strange because most Egyptian temples are dry. Running water was typically avoided since it would have washed away the carefully applied plaster and mud bricks that made up most of the temple's walls. So why did the ancient Egyptians build a watery tomb here? And here's the second weird thing about it. It's believed to be a symbolic tomb for the god Osiris, who was worshipped throughout Egypt and was linked to the underworld and the afterlife. Specifically, he was the god of rebirth, a deity whose worship may have actually predated the pharaohs. In fact, some scholars believe the Osirion was used for rituals related to Osiris, where celebrants would symbolically die and be reborn. If that's true, then the water would have been an essential part of the ceremony. But exactly how it was used still isn't clear. What we do know comes from the style of construction. Unlike the nearby temples at Abydos, which were made from mud brick and limestone, the Osirion was built from huge megalithic granite blocks, some weighing over 100 tons. These gigantic stones are more reminiscent of the much earlier and mysterious pre-dynastic Egyptians who built in the same area. And that raises the possibility that the Osirion is much older than Seti I's temple. In fact, some researchers believe it was built during the late pre-dynastic period or even earlier during the Paleolithic era. They point out that there are no Old Kingdom era inscriptions linking the Osirion to its supposed builders, the dynasties that ruled Egypt from around 3000 to 2000 BC. This suggests it may have been constructed before the First Dynasty, or perhaps much later during the New Kingdom when Egypt was ruled by the 18th Dynasty. But if it was built in the New Kingdom, why would they use such an old style of construction? Even mainstream Egyptologists are divided over the Osirion's origins. Its unusual alignment, construction, and water features don't really fit with anything built during the dynastic period. So was it built by an earlier civilization? And if so, what happened to it and why was it forgotten? Or is there some other explanation we're missing? Perhaps the ancient Egyptians constructed this monument for purposes we've completely forgotten. It's a frustrating mystery, but if you want to see it for yourself, you can visit the site today. It's located near the town of Abydos in Egypt's Aswan province. Just be careful. Some parts of the site are unstable and there have been collapses in the past. Thanks for watching.